Commonwealth Games. Glasgow 2014 is finally here. The Kelvin Grove Art Gallery on the right hand side there, just to the left the lawn bowls, and then in the background you can see the SECC complex, and in the very distant back you can see Ibrox, which will be hosting the Rugby Sevens. But for now it's all about the opening ceremony. Celtic Park is the venue. 40,000 people will be inside that ground, waiting in anticipation for this opening ceremony to start. Of course, Glasgow has been waiting years for this moment as well, having beaten Nigeria's Abuja to host this Commonwealth Games, and now finally the moment has arrived for the city, for the Scottish people, and without further delay we can now cross live to Celtic Park in the East End of Glasgow, where the opening ceremony of this 20th Commonwealth Games is about to begin in front of a sellout crowd who are waiting with anticipation.
Well, welcome everybody to Celtic Park here in Glasgow for the 20th Commonwealth Games. I'm Muriel Gray, and with me is my...
And I'm John Beattie.
Hello, welcome everybody just joining us. Here we are at Celtic Park in Glasgow for the 20th Commonwealth Games. I'm one of the commentators, Muriel Gray.
And I'm John Beattie, and like Muriel, I belong to Glasgow.
We're two Glasgow children, and it is a beautiful, beautiful night here tonight. We're in for some spectacular entertainment.
Yeah, 6,500 athletes and officials from 71 nations and territories will be here to compete at the Games, cheered on by over 1 billion spectators around the world, up to 1.5 billion, less than 2 minutes to go.
Less than 2 minutes to go. We're also going to be celebrating a lot of Scottish culture. We're going to be celebrating that through music and dance, and of course we have Rod Stewart.
And there's the fans here in this, this is Celtic Park, home of the great Glasgow Celtic, in the East End of this massive city, Glasgow's biggest city, 1 million population, Edinburgh the capital, separated by one road, but it's incredibly warm here tonight. 21 degrees, which, believe me, for Scotland is very, very hot.
It's very hot, it's very unusual, but we're trying to convince all our wonderful Commonwealth friends from around the world that this is the norm, so that they come back every year.
Time to smile, everyone. We're going live to the world in just 60 seconds. Here we go, Glasgow.
Hello, everyone. Sorry to interrupt. This is all very exciting, isn't it? Here we are at the start of the 20th Commonwealth Games, at last. And right now, thousands of world-class athletes are here in Glasgow. And over the next 11 days, they'll be doing their best to come first. But you know what? Tonight, they're asking all of us watching together to take a moment to think about the children in our Commonwealth who usually come last. Last to get healthcare, last to get an education, last just to get a fair chance in life. So Glasgow 2014 has teamed up with UNICEF, people dedicated to putting children first. And now we'd like to team up with you, because the big idea is that for a single moment during our show, hundreds of millions of us come together to do something extraordinary, to make a positive difference to thousands of young lives across the Commonwealth. All you need to do is to keep watching and enjoy the party, and when the time comes, we'll tell you what we'd like you to do. But right now, and with no interruptions this time, I'm really proud to say, welcome to Scotland, welcome to Glasgow. Welcome to the opening ceremony of the 2014 Commonwealth Games.
This is the start of the show, the grand opening ceremony, the bit where we list all the things we have done, all the reasons it's great to be Scottish. It's been a wee bit tricky though, it's caused considerable acrimony, because the list of the things we've to mention's the same as the list of the things that we've not. So the best thing to do, if it's all the same to you, is just tick them all off one by one. We're a land of inventors and poets and dreamers. We're enlightened, creative and fun. Welcome to Scotland. Welcome to Scotland. Welcome to Scotland.
So come with us round Scotland. It's a land of hairy coos. We'll spend as much time in each place as our wee song allows. We've bagpipes and we've castles, there's monsters in our locks. Hello to you and welcome to the kingdom of the Scots. This is the capital, Edinburgh, where we march around castle with drums. There's fabulous scenery, breathtaking views, go out and get air in your lungs. With culture and history, tartan and ghosts, in August the festival's fun. There's a palace, a parliament, beautiful streets, trams and a 1 o'clock gun. Here's where we'll find Robert Burns. You'll know his words like Auld Lang Syne, they're sung when New Year comes. His odes to mice and haggis, ask to hear them when you're here. Or drop into Prusie Nancy's and have yourself a beer. Over now to Gretna Green, it's close to England's borders, where couples cross to wed, cause back home they had to be older.
Across the destroy, just one with neither curtain nor candle. We do it in a blacksmith with a hammer of the anvil.
Here's to equality in Scotland!
And oh, the Clyde, the wonderful Clyde, the sound of it thrills me and fills me with pride. From Glasgow to Greenock, with towns on each side, the hammer's ding-dong is the song of the Clyde. We made ships, such wonderful ships, with Clydebank and Govan on everyone's lips. At Scotstoun and Finiston and Kelvinhaw, we built and we fitted and painted in awe. We riveted, hammered and welded and sawed till the rest of the world looked on overawed. 22,000 complete and unfurled to set up to sail through the rest of the world. Now on to the Highlands, we're leaving the lowlands. The mountains and glens stretch before ye. The mist swirls behind, out of sight but never mind. At the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. We come from a land of heather, where men wear kilts and women leather. Don't leave home without an umbrella. Be prepared for some Scottish weather. Nessie, I believe in you. Though they say you were an elephant swimming, I know you're a pretty sore living in Scotland. I know that the stories are true, and though I've never seen you, I know you're real. Ha! I believe.
Come on, you! Get back on this bus!
Here we are in the Western Isles, Sky Arran, Rees and Jura, the standing stones of Callanish, Mudlures, Mile and Barra. The songs we sing are popular, they sing Andy Stewart the loudest. So everyone join in when we say, Donald, where's your trousers? Tiny ponies, hairy cows,
As many dollies as cloning allows.
John O'Groats the most northerly point you can stand in our land without sinking. Swim for a while, you'll come to something else called the Orkneys and Shetlands, I'm thinking. Here is the land of whiskey. We Scavenga, water of life. Don't try it all, it's risky. Highlands, islands, space eye. Fife? St. Andrew's our patron, the saint of our land, with a tea and a cart and an iron in his hand. Gossip game that you play with a ball and a club, and the point is to finish and go to the pub.
Nearly out of time, let's take it to the bridge!
We invented postage stamps and the Bank of England, the telegraph, the telephone, the television too. The US Navy logarithms, Marmalade and Neptune, the flushing toilet fax machine to Mac to name a few. We invented anesthetic, radio fax inventions, Halloween and paraffin, Bakelite as well, whiskey, economics, handwritten bridges, iron bridges, horsepower, fountain pens, and the Kelvin scale. Okay, we didn't invent the wheel, we tasked to go around it. We went first to harness steam, the first to get it right. From imitating parrots to inventing innovators, it's global common knowledge that the Scottish mind is bright. Well done, darling. See ya.
John. So that was a list of things you knew. But Scotland, the place we just led you through. We couldn't fit in all that we wanted to. We ran out of time, sorry, skipped out a few. It's a land of invention and culture, that's true. But all that matters really is that Scotland's full of people just like you. Welcome to Scotland. 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 Welcome to
Welcome to Glasgow!
Welcome everyone to the 20th Commonwealth Games. I'm Muriel Gray and I'm joined by John Beattie.
Hello.
And we're your commentators for tonight's celebrations. That was musical theatre stars John Barrowman and Karen Dunbar and 115 volunteers having a little bit of fun with a few Scottish stereotypes, not entirely taking ourselves seriously. Hope you realise.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's really nice to see you. This is our home, and you're all very welcome. We've been expecting you, you know. Isn't that right, Glasgow? That's a few thousand friends watching the show live down the road at Glasgow Green. And the Queen's Baton. After a massive journey that's covered over 100,000 miles through the 71 nations and territories of the Commonwealth, we're expecting the Queen's Baton too. And if it doesn't turn up here safely in a wee while, we're in big trouble. And everyone, after months of training, these guys are all here too. Athletes ready for a couple of weeks of competition. So, after all those introductions, there's only one more to make. To all of you watching across the Commonwealth, whoever you are, wherever you're watching, come on in and meet the people of Glasgow.
So over now to George Square, where the wonderful Amy MacDonald performs Rhythm of My Heart, and joined by the real people of Glasgow. No fiction here, everyone taking part as a genuine member of the public.
Feel the rhythm of the city. Feel the love on the street. And when I sing your name out loud, my heart skips a beat. So let the sun shine down on Glasgow town. Open your heart and come along.
Gonna live my life until it's gone. Raise my voice and sing this song.
The rhythm of my heart
It's beating like a drum, and the words I love you rolling off my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing.
Born in the shadow, born to the tide, and the ships that we've made still live inside.
Like a river that runs to the ocean.
I'm lighter than a feather, rolling down the tide.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, and the words I love you rolling on my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing.
I can feel your arms open wide.
Brothers and sisters, won't you come inside?
We're gonna shine like a million stars in the sky. Whenever I hear this song, I live
Come on! The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, and the words I love you rolling off my tongue. Never will I roam, for I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amy MacDonald and the people of Glasgow.
beating like a drum, and the words I love you rolling off my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Rod Stewart.
Yeah, I got lightning in my veins. Can you feel it, baby? Can you feel a change? Love and emotion, moonlight by the ride. I can feel it out in the river. Nobody gonna stop us now. The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum. With the words I love you rolling off my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. Restless dreams, when I old, from the Erskine Bridge to the Boston Road. And the dreams that we had are the dreams we have still. Dancing like the music, like ringing on a bell. Rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum. With the words I love you rolling off my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum. With the words I love you rolling off my tongue. Come on now. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. The rhythm of my heart beats like a drum. With the words I love you rolling off of my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meet the sky, I'll be sailing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's an amazing continuity to the Commonwealth Games, which were first held in Hamilton, Canada in 1930. In celebration of that continuity, we're now going to acknowledge the flag of India, who were hosts 4 years ago for the Delhi Games, the flag of Scotland as host of Glasgow 2014, and the flag of Australia, who will host the 21st Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast 4 years from now. Very soon we're going to be welcoming the head of the Commonwealth, Her Majesty the Queen, to Glasgow, and to personally greet her on our behalf, please welcome His Royal Highness Prince Imran, President of the Commonwealth Games Federation, Michael Kavanagh, Chairman of Commonwealth Games Scotland, and Lord Smith of Kelvin, who is Chairman of the Glasgow 2014 Organising Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, Susan Boyle.
Mom of Kintyre, oh, running in from the sea. My desire is always to be here, oh, Mom of Kintyre. Far have I traveled, and much have I seen. Dark painted mountains with valleys of green, past painted deserts. The sun sets on fire as he carries me home to the Mall of Kintyre. Mall of Kintyre, oh, mist rolling in from the sea. My desire is always to be here, oh, Mall of Kintyre.
Please welcome the pipes and drums of the Scottish regiments, accompanied by representatives from the Braemar Royal Highland Gathering. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the head of the Commonwealth, Her Majesty the Queen, accompanied by His Royal Highness, the Duke of Edinburgh.
And we're expecting the Red Arrows any minute to fly over Celtic Park. It's never not exciting when they appear, John.
Incredible. Hawk Jets, it's their 50th display season. 9 pilots, they've all had frontline experience, and when they come over, watch. It's blue and white smoke, symbolising these Glasgow 2014 Commonwealth Games.
Well, that was the Scottish singer Susan Boyle singing there, the Mall of Kintyre, undiscovered of course before appearing in the TV show Britain's Got Talent, and she was accompanied on piano by Katie Aitchison. Here's the Queen arriving now, and in front of her some representatives from the world famous Braemar Gathering, which is attended every year without fail by the Queen as patron, held in the beautiful Cairngorms National Park and close to her Scottish home Balmoral.
She is getting an incredible reaction here from this Glasgow crowd in Parkhead. Come for the first fully integrated, able-bodied and para games, 21 approved sports. And Her Majesty there shaking the hand of Michael Kavanagh.
And we should of course give a mention to the amazing pipes and drums of the Scottish Regiment. Never anything less than stirring visually and musically, or is that just the Scot in me, John?
No, it's great. And there is something about the tartan and the pipes and drums, and there's a girl giving a posy to the Queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Braemar Gathering Party, led by Robert Lovey, invite you to join us in the singing. Please be upstanding for the national anthem.
God save our great
gracious Queen. Long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Be the man who wakes up next to you. And when I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I wake up, well, I hope I'm gonna be the man who's waking up to you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time I had with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scottish Ballet.
And the dancers there were Sophie Martin and Christopher Harrison, dancing to the Proclaimers' I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles, performed by the band Sleeping at Last.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now go live to the River Clyde, where the Queen's Baton has finally arrived here in Glasgow. Bringing it ashore is a man who's almost as well travelled as the baton itself. Mark Beaumont holds the record for cycling around the world. baton left Buckingham Palace 288 days ago with the Queen's message inside it. Since then, thousands and thousands of people have carried it on an epic relay through all the territories and islands and continents of the Commonwealth. Now this symbol of friendship between nations is on the very last leg of its extraordinary journey, and in just a little while it will arrive here at the stadium, where Her Majesty the Queen will at last share her message with all of us. The baton is almost home.
And Christias means good cheer, but the simple words of welcome are the ones I long to hear. Come in, it's nice to see you. How's yourself? You're looking grand. Take a seat and be a granny. Man, you're welcome. Here's my hand.
So close to you right now.
Come in.
And there's no stopping us right now. Stopping us right now. And there's no stopping us right now. And there's no stopping us right now.
A brilliant tribute here to national treasure, the late Andy Stewart, the much loved traditional Scottish entertainer, being given a respectful modern mashup by the now world famous DJ Calvin Harris, who comes from Dundee. And here come the chairs, 500 assorted chairs gathered from every corner of Glasgow. Famed for our hospitality, we know how to throw a party. Here you're seeing our 500 volunteer dancers have been working non-stop. All volunteers, all absolutely brilliant.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Flora and I'm from Glasgow, and it is my privilege to welcome in the first team tonight. Come on in, India!
Well, I'm delighted to say I'm joined now by Catherine, Harvey Williams and Chris Gilchrist, two elite athletes, one from Australia and one from New Zealand, the Indians. They've got 221 athletes. Their flag bearer is Vijay Kumar. They've won 16 medals. First appeared in the Commonwealth Games way back in 1934. And namaste to everybody in India. Welcome to the place in the world that actually invented the chicken tikka masala, the most successful Commonwealth Games for India 4 years ago in Delhi.
Hello again, Glasgow. I hope you're really enjoying the show so far. Now remember, I told you earlier that something amazing is going to happen tonight. Well, this is where it all starts. The athletes of India are in the house, but before they're joined by the rest of Asia, I just want to remind you that tonight, Glasgow 2014 has come together with UNICEF to put the children of the Commonwealth first. It began when 6 of my fellow Scots, all of them from Glasgow, travelled across the Commonwealth to see for themselves the fantastic work that UNICEF is doing for all our children. First off the block was Katie, a sports teacher from Drumchapel, who went to Bangladesh.
When a child is in danger, you would stop at nothing to save their life. Flooding and unsafe water levels here mean that children are at risk of drowning every day. But tonight, you have the power to change that. You can help people like Jahanara teach life-saving survival skills to children. Push with the legs. Ready? Skills that seem so simple, but are a matter of life and death for these communities.
That's brilliant. Excellent.
It is so important that we keep this project going in order to prevent thousands more children from dying. Every child should have the skills they need to survive.
Tonight, at the end of the athletes' parade, we're going to come together, and this is going to be an historic moment, as one Commonwealth family to do something amazing. We're going to put children first. We can all donate simultaneously, all of us, across the planet, and in that instant, we can change the lives of millions of children across the world. Imagine that. But first, as the celebration continues, not just in Glasgow, but across the Commonwealth, Katie is joined by a rather special UNICEF supporter. Only one of the best cricketers ever, Sachin Tendulkar.
Hello, Glasgow. They say there's close to 1 billion of us watching the ceremony across the Commonwealth. So we have an incredible chance, an historic opportunity to show the world what a huge difference we all can make when we act as one to put children first. A little later, we'll show you how we can do that. But for now, it's time for us to say, back in Glasgow, please give a big shout out to the rest of the athletes from Asia!
Come on in, Bangladesh!
And his flag bearer is Iqbal Aslam. Chris Gemmell, Bangladeshi. They've got 30 athletes here in Glasgow.
Yeah, Bangladesh have had 8 appearances here, including Glasgow, and they've won 5 medals at the Commonwealth Games. All the Bangladesh medals have been won in shooting, actually, and interestingly, one more medal in the Commonwealth Games.
Brunei Darussalam have just the one athlete here, and the flag bearer is Muhammad Imadi Abba Aziz. First Games appears back in 1990.
And they've never won a Commonwealth medal, John, but the interesting aspect is they have one athlete here who is representing cycling, but in previous 2 games, the Sultanate has sent only lawn bowlers.
Welcome for the host of the 1998 Commonwealth Games, Malaysia!
And this is the country of my birth, so selamat pagi to everyone, saya adalah Harik di Malaysia. And they've got 179 athletes here, and it's been a very tough time for everyone in Malaysia. And you can see the flag is there at half-mast of what's happened to flight MH17.
And so we've medals won 172 from Malaysia, and historically a badminton powerhouse in the Commonwealth Games, so I'm sure they'll be looking for more medals than that this year.
Come on in, Maldives!
And there's the scene here at Parkhead as another of these Scotty Terrier dogs leads the Maldives in. They've got 23 athletes. Their flag bearer is Hassan Saeed.
Yes, just another very small representation from a small country. They've never won a medal at the Commonwealth Games, but they have competed in every edition since making their debut in 1986.
And the Pakistani team, number 51, flag bearer Azhar Hussain.
That's 65 medals they've won in the Commonwealth Games. The most successful Commonwealth Games coming in 1962 in Perth. All of Pakistan's multiple gold medalists are coming from their wrestlers. The only Pakistan athlete to win 3 gold medals, Mohammad Fayez.
The white shot that shows you this incredible scene here tonight in the East End of Glasgow. The flag bearer is Lim Hee Wei, a gymnast, and Singapore have 70 athletes in the city.
Well, they won 2 gold medals at the 1962 Games in Perth, but I can tell you there was a bit of a drought. They had to wait 40 years for their next Commonwealth Games champion.
Please welcome Sri Lanka!
And a massive roar goes up as the Sri Lankans enter the stadium. First appeared in 1938. Sudesh Penis, the weightlifter, is their flag bearer.
There are 103 athletes here competing here in Glasgow and won a total of 13 medals. They actually competed under the name Ceylon in 1968 before they became Sri Lanka.
We would go to the ends of the earth to keep our children safe. And yet children in the remotest communities on the planet are the last to get protection against preventable diseases that could kill them.
There's no hospital near us. We have to walk 8 to 9 hours.
But tonight, you have the power to change that. No matter how far away they live, every child should have life-saving vaccinations.
This is the most remote place that I've ever been. The people understand how important these vaccines are.
So me coming from a little village in Glasgow to a remote place in Papua New Guinea to make sure that children get vaccinated, then there's no reason that every child in the whole world shouldn't be vaccinated.
And with your help tonight, we can do even more. But for now, it's time to pick up the story back in my hometown.
So, Glasgow, will you please welcome into the stadium, Oceania!
Come on in, Australia!
And the sound of AC/DC welcome the Australians, 420 athletes. And let me just pass you over to an Australian legend, Catherine Harvey-Williams.
Well, I know exactly how they feel. They would have been sitting out the back there, nervous, having their photos taken with each other. And there's Anna Mears, the flag bearer for her country. She is one of the cycling greats from Australia. 6 Commonwealth Games gold, 5 Olympic medals. Australia was very disappointed with their performance at the London Olympics, so there's a lot of pressure on these athletes to do well because Australia has high expectations of these performers. Most of Australia's success will come from the pool. Names like Kate Campbell, the swimming sprint queen, James Magnuson, Cameron McAvoy will be up against each other. Another name that a lot of people know, Sally Pearson, our reigning Olympic gold medalist in the hurdles. This is her 3rd game. Some people thought she may have been the flag bearer, but a lot of athletes there who can deliver a lot of gold medals if all goes according to plan. They have won more gold medals than any other country at the previous 5 games.
And the Cook Islands have 25 athletes here. There's their flag bearer, Patricia Taia.
They've been at the Commonwealth Games since 1974. Unfortunately, haven't won any medals yet, but funnily enough, in the 2006 Games, father and son combination Sam Pera and Sam Pera Jr. combined in the men's 150 kg division in the weightlifting. Sam actually beat his father that day, so hopefully he didn't get kicked out of home.
Oh, the Fijians are here. I've played against Fiji. It's very, very sore. They have 26 athletes in Glasgow.
And what a colourful nation they are, full of happiness and joy, so they will be ecstatic to be here. The glamour boy of Fiji is Sami Viriviri. He was the IRB Rugby Sevens Player of the Year, so you'll be hearing more about him from this Fiji side.
What an amazing evening this is as Kiribati come in. 20 athletes here. Their flag bearer, David Katuatau, the weightlifter.
And they've also been in the Commonwealth Games 10 times, yet to also win a medal here. They'll be hoping to do that in Glasgow. 4 years ago in Delhi, the 26-year-old weightlifter, David Katuatau, missed out on a medal by 11 kg when he finished 4th in the men's 74 category.
What an amazing view. Nauru come in. This is their 7th appearance at the Games. They've got 26 athletes here in Glasgow.
And they're probably a bit stronger than you are, John. Weightlifting is their thing. They've won 28 medals and all of them have come from that one sport. Their golden age was at the Manchester Games in 2002 where they won 15 medals.
Please welcome New Zealand!
Okay, 233 Kiwis here competing. Let me pass you to a Kiwi legend, Chris Gamble.
Well, as we can see, we've got Valerie Adams. She's holding the flag. She's almost as big as the flag, mate. So 53 successful victories under her belt at the moment, unbeaten. We'll be looking for some great success from her. New Zealand's competed at every edition of the Commonwealth Games, with its most successful coming on home soil in 1950 in Auckland. We'll look out for multiple medals from the track cycling team and also all the team events. Obviously netball and rugby sevens being a major discipline.
I just wonder if this makes you feel homesick.
Mate, how can you feel homesick with this atmosphere? It's absolutely electric, and I know what those athletes have felt like. I've been in that situation before, and they're just loving to soak it up.
And look at that view. Stunning. Crowd loving this. Nui, here we are, 26 athletes, first appeared way back in 2002.
Yet to win a medal, but this is all about the experience of these athletes. This will be one of the most memorable moments of their sporting careers. You can see that by the smiles on their faces. They are very happy to be here and keen to do well.
Please welcome the athletes from the smallest nation in the Commonwealth, Norfolk Island.
Yes, the smallest nation, an external territory of Australia. It lies in the South Pacific, about 1,700 kilometres east of Sydney.
Yeah, and there's athletes, you've got 24 athletes in Glasgow, and the only medal that they've won at the Commonwealth game was in lawn bowls. And over here our flag bearer John, he's also in the lawn bowls competition, so I'm sure John wants to add to that.
What an amazing spectacle. Papua New Guinea come in Delhi 4 years ago. Swimmer Ryan Pinney finished second in the men's 100 metres butterfly.
Adding that silver to the gold that he won in 2006, which made him the first Papua New Guinean to win multiple medals. So he was the king of Papua New Guinea and probably still is. Stunning outfits. Sometimes the athletes aren't happy with what they're wearing, but they look very proud to be out there in their bright colours.
Please welcome Samoa.
Next in, it is Samoa. Number of athletes here in Glasgow, 41. First appeared in the Commonwealth Games in 1974.
Yeah, in Christchurch in New Zealand, and since then they've managed to win a total of 16 medals, so 3 gold, 3 silver and 10 bronze. Samoa hadn't won a gold medal in the Commonwealth Games until 2010, but in Delhi Samoan athletes were crowned Commonwealth Games champions, so they'll be looking to improve on that.
And their flag bearer, Ele Epiloge, will be very proud. Weightlifting, women's 75 kg. It's a stunning evening here. Look at that blue sky. Solomon Islands, Southwest Pacific, a double chain of rocky islands, some small coral islands. Joined the Commonwealth in 1978.
And they've made 8 Commonwealth Games appearances, yet to step onto the podium, so they'll be keen to advance that at this Commonwealth Games. In previous games they've sent athletes in athletics, boxing, weightlifting and wrestling.
Yes, there's the Tongan flag. 16 Tongan athletes here, and the flag bearer Ioannipai.
It was 1974 again in New Zealand as their first experience, and they won 3 medals here. And boxer Paul Wolfgram claimed Tonga's first Commonwealth Games medal when he won a bronze in the men's super heavyweight division in 1994.
Yep, he knows what stadium he's in. That is a Glasgow Celtic strip, and that is where they play. Flag bearer for Tuvalu, as the crowd get right behind these athletes, is Lapua Lapua. 5 athletes will compete for medals.
Such a small team, but I'm sure such a tight team who are very excited about being here this evening. In Delhi they sent athletes, athletics and weightlifting. It's all about personal bests for people from the small countries like this, so that's what they'll be aiming for.
And as we approach sunset here in Scotland, it sunsets about 9:45 at night. Vanuatu come in, 11 athletes, flag bearer Joshua Shing.
They've appeared at the Commonwealth Games 9 times. unfortunately yet to win a medal at the Commonwealth Games, but they have competed in every edition since their inception in 1998. And Vanuatu joined the Commonwealth in 1980, the same year it gained independence.
Where the party's in full swing. I'm Chris Hoy, and I'm here in Malawi seeing the amazing work that UNICEF is doing to make sure children in our Commonwealth don't come last. But before all that, I want to introduce you to an incredible man, someone I'm now proud to call my friend, Dr. Ian Horrocks.
When a child is seriously ill, you would do anything to take away their suffering. And yet some children here are the last to be treated when they're sick, simply because they live too far away from a hospital. That's where you'd come in. We provide a bike for Daniel, a healthcare worker, so he can get to really remote communities.
I hope you've got this on camera, that I'm overtaking you.
Oh yeah, you haven't.
These clinics are the lifeline for this community to try and prevent those children getting sick, and this all happens here.
You're heavier than I was expecting. 10.8 kilos.
That's why tonight we all need to put children first. Okay, Ian, over to you.
Glasgow, let's welcome to the stadium, Africa! Yeah!
Come on in, Botswana!
The Botswanans have 18 athletes. They founded their team in 1979. This is their 10th appearance, and there's their flag bearer, Nigel Amos, the athlete.
Yes, it's all about athletics and boxing for Botswana. They can run, they can jump, they can throw, and they can fight. 10 of their 11 medals have come from those two sports. The only one outside those sports was won by Flora Anderson. She's a lawn bowler.
Please welcome Cameroon.
As Cameroon come into the stadium, the lights get ever brighter. Their flag bearer is new, Venetius, weightlifter, full-time travel agent, 63 athletes here.
Yeah, they've won 27 medals here at the Commonwealth Games, traditionally very strong in the weightlifting competitions, and have won 16 of their 27 medals at the Commonwealth Games in that sport. 9 of their gold medals, all of them in an impressive showing in the 2002 Games in Manchester.
Come on in, Ghana!
And as the Ghanaians come into the stadium, you can sense the excitement building. Their flag bearer, Janet Obonsa, athlete, student at West Texas College in the US.
Again, boxing and athletics are the strong sports for Ghana. The only other medal that they won outside those two sports is in the competition of weightlifting. Now, Sheet Betri won that in the 77-kilo weightlifting competition in 2006.
Please welcome Kenya!
And there's the view of the city as the lights are going on. And Mercy Obiero brings in the proud Kenyan flag.
Yeah, 188 athletes representing Kenya. They won 195 medals, and we know these ladies and gentlemen of this country, they sure know how to run. And they'll be trying to do the double in the marathon, as they did in the last Commonwealth Games.
Makoto Moroki is the flag bearer, a boxer, 27 athletes in Glasgow 2014.
Some of these athletes wouldn't have looked out of place in the opening ceremony. They can move, but you talk marathons are often associated with Kenya. But Magali won Lesotho's first Commonwealth Games medal in the men's marathon at the 1998 Games in Kuala Lumpur. Their other two medals have come from boxing.
You know, you can hear the atmosphere build with every team. The flag bearer, Leonard Bataya Soyo, cyclist, and they have 30 athletes here.
Well, I can tell you almost half of those athletes come from their netball team, John. They're known as the Queens. They punch above their weight. They're often in the top 6, and they sure entertain on the netball court. And again, wouldn't be out of place at this opening ceremony. Boxing is a very strong sport. All of their medals have come from the sport of boxing.
And the Mauritian athletes enter Parkhead. The flag bearer, Kate Fukune, 60 athletes. This is their 14th appearance.
And they've won a total of 10 medals at the Commonwealth Games. And Mauritius won 4 medals at the 1998 Kuala Lumpur Games, including its first gold when their boxer Richard Sumi triumphed in the flyweight division. And they'll be represented by 2 ladies tomorrow morning in the first event of the Commonwealth Games, the women's triathlon event at Strathclyde Park.
We're very proud that this is the first fully integrated, able-bodied and para games. Kurt Kotu is their flag bearer. They've got 15 athletes here.
It's incredible. They've won 4 medals. All of them have come from the one event, and that is the women's 800 metres. 3 of those medals from the legendary Maria Matola. She won gold in 1998 and again in 2002, but then had to settle for bronze 4 years later in Melbourne.
And the Namibians, flag bearer Johannes Helalia, marathon runner, and they have 30 athletes competing.
And as Kath just mentioned before, legends are among us, and probably one of the most famous ones from Namibia, an athlete cheer on the IOC member Frankie Frederick. He was the most famous one from Namibia. They won a total of 15 medals in the most Commonwealth Games, and they're having men the medals more than any is that Namibian athlete, Frankie Frederick.
Nigeria come into thunderous applause. This is their 13th time, and their flag bearer is a weightlifter, Mariam Usman.
176 medals won by Nigeria, most of them coming from the sports of athletics, boxing and weightlifting. 4 of the 5 athletes who have won multiple gold medals have also come from those sports. But there is one exception, and that's Segun Toriola, whose 5 medals, including 2 gold, are the most medals won by a Nigerian athlete, and had one of their most successful games in Delhi in 2010 with 33 medals.
It's still bright here, 10 o'clock at night in Scotland. Flag bearer Tajini Hangizimana, 21 athletes.
And there's the first Commonwealth Games appearance in 2010, so they've had 2 goes at the Commonwealth Games, concluding Glasgow. Not yet to win a medal yet, and Rwanda made its debut then, but I'm pretty sure they'll be enjoying this weather here. It's fantastic we've got here in Glasgow at the moment.
So many smiling faces. Clementina Agricole is the flag bearer. Seychelles lie in the western part of the Indian Ocean, joined the Commonwealth in 1976.
Just winning 6 medals at the Commonwealth Games, their first one coming in 1994 in the sport of boxing by rival Cadeau. And And in 2010 in Delhi, weightlifter Janet Georges won a silver in the 69-kilogram category. To add to the bronze she won in the same category 4 years earlier, making her the first athlete from Seychelles to win multiple medals.
Sierra Leone is Portuguese for Lion Mountain. Joined the Commonwealth 1961. Flag bearer James Bahia, a squash player.
23 athletes in Glasgow, and they've had 11 goes at the Commonwealth Games. Never won a Commonwealth Games medal, but has only missed 3 editions since its debut in 1958. 4 years ago in Delhi, long jumper Ole Sase finished 5th in the women's event, jumping 19 centimetres short of a medal. Probably some bigger shoes, maybe the key to success.
My granny was from South Africa, so buy a donkey for coming here. Flag bearer, South Africa for the Rugby Sevens, big man, 187 athletes.
Yes, quite a big team from South Africa, and they're hoping to improve on their Commonwealth Games performances, winning 9 gold medals at the 1998 and 2002 Games. They improved on that by winning 12 at the 2006 and 2010 Games, so expect more from the South African team here in Glasgow. Getting right into the spirit are the South Africans in their bright yellow shirts. That's something you often associate with Australia.
And look at the sky, it's not dark yet, and it's 10:10 at night. Bumlili Nzinda is the Swaziland flag bearer, 14 athletes.
And this is their 12th appearance at the Commonwealth Games, and they've won a total amount of medals of 4. Richard Mubasa won Swaziland's first Commonwealth Games medal when he finished 3rd in the men's marathon at the 1974 Games in Christchurch, New Zealand. Pretty sure my mother and father were probably there supporting that day.
Welcome, Tanzania.
As the crowd shout, come on in, Tanzania, they welcome Seleman Kidunda, the flag bearer. Boxer, men's welterweight, 69 kg.
Tanzania made their debut in the 1962 Games, but they've had success winning a medal at every Commonwealth Games from 1970 through to 2006. Not so good in Delhi 4 years ago, so they'll be hoping for a medal here. Some geographical information, John, is that the country borders onto the Indian Ocean and has 8 nations surrounding it.
Come on in, Uganda.
What an amazing scene here. 61 athletes, flag bearer Charles Siskayaya. He's a weightlifter, men's 62 kg.
Their first appearance in the Commonwealth Games was in 1954, and they've won a total of 44 medals. Boxing has provided 8 of Uganda's 12 Commonwealth Games gold medals, 31 of the overall total in 44. The simple message here, I believe, is don't mess with anyone from Uganda.
The Zambians come in the last of the African countries. It's worth remembering that their flag bearer is Matthews Punza, judo fighter. You wouldn't want to mess with him either. 44 athletes here.
Yes, they breathe them tough in this part of the world. They've won 36 medals. 28 of those have been from the sport of boxing. Look at their faces. It looks like they wouldn't hurt a fly. But look, really enjoying the experience are those from Zambia. Very colourful. It's a great moment in the lives of these athletes.
Reggie Yates, and this is my new mate David Duke here from Glasgow, here to say hello to all of you from Jamaica, a whole 4,500 miles away. Now, as we all come together tonight, we want to put children first, but a child can still come last in our Commonwealth if they don't have an education to help them fulfil their dreams and ambitions.
A child deserves more than just survival. They should have hope and opportunities as well. Many children around the world don't have hopes for the future because they don't have an education.
But tonight, we have the power to change that.
If I didn't go to school, I wouldn't be able to get a job.
Every child should have a quality education and the opportunity to fulfil their potential.
Don't destroy the children's ability to become whatever they want. Because without children, just say that there's nothing in the world.
Ready? Okay, let's go.
Children are the tomorrow.
One.
And without children, we wouldn't have any doctors, no lawyers, no teachers, no one.
This is what putting children first is all about. Cue my trumpet!
Thanks, Reggie. But now it's time to say to the people of Glasgow, the people of the Commonwealth, please welcome into the stadium the Caribbean!
Come on in, Anguilla.
Well, there is a kind of sense of anticipation here as to whether Usain Bolt's coming along. 11 athletes here from Anguilla, the flag bearer, Rochelle Mead, an athlete. First Commonwealth Games back in '98. This is their 5th time at the Games. But they've never won a medal. But my goodness me, powerful men. First Games, '98, Kuala Lumpur.
Please welcome Antigua and Barbuda.
Another Scotty dog leads in, flag bearer Daniel Bailey. And they have 20 athletes here.
Never won a medal at the Commonwealth Games, so obviously trying to improve on that performance. Their best ever finish was 12th at the 2010 Games in Delhi, and that was by high jumper James Grayman.
Bahamas.
Excellent, look at that scene here. Dark, floodlit like a massive spaceship. Ariane Vanderpool Wallace is the flag bearer. She's a swimmer.
Yeah, we've got 1954 was their first appearance, and they've won 31 medals. Bahamas has pretty much won all its medals in athletics and boxing. Sprinting has become pretty much the consistent source of success for them, most notably with Debbie Ferguson McKenzie and Chanda Sharaf.
Please welcome Barbados.
Barbados didn't win a medal last time out. They'll want to change that. Their flag bearer Shane Braithwaite, men's 110 hurdles.
I'd look that happy if I came from an island as beautiful as Barbados. They've only won 2 gold medals. They'll be keen to improve on that. Their first was in weightlifting. Their most recent one was the 98 Kuala Lumpur Games when Andrea Blackett won the women's 400-metre hurdles.
Pretty bad when you watch every team and know they're much cooler than you are. Flag bearer Chantal Malone, women's long jump and women's 4x100.
They've got 10 athletes here in Glasgow, and they first appeared in the Commonwealth Games in 1990. And the British Virgin Islands has never won a Commonwealth medal, but it has competed in every game since its inception. And actually, Chantal has 2 chances to write history here for her country, competing in the long jump and the 4x100.
Please welcome Cayman Islands.
There's the flag, the colours, the night sky. Michelle Smith, cyclist, and 26 athletes.
2 medals won by the Cayman Islands, 1 gold, 1 bronze. Their first came in 2002 in Manchester to a long jumper, Kareem Street Thompson. And in Delhi, 2010, Sidonie Mothersill became the first Commonwealth champion from the Caribbean island when she won the women's 200 metres.
Come on in, Dominica.
11 athletes from Dominica. Flag bearer Brendan Williams, the high jumper.
And they made their first appearance in 1958, so they've been to the Commonwealth Games 9 times after making their debut then. Dominica has in 2 of the next 3 games before they had a 24-year absence between 1970 and 1994. And they've never won a medal at the Commonwealth Games, but they'll be looking to improve on that.
Colours all around us. Grenada joined the Commonwealth 1974. Most southerly of the Windwards, Kirani James, the flag bearer.
Just 1 silver so far to Grenada at the Commonwealth Games after competing in 1970, 74 and 78. They then missed the next 4 editions before returning in 98. In 2006, Alain Francis won their first and only Commonwealth Games medal when he claimed silver in the 400 metres.
Okay, the question is he here? Flag bearer Warren Weir, 114 athletes. Let's take a peek along these athletes. Over to you, Chris.
Yeah, we've got there's 112 medals they've won, and 96 of them have been in athletics, and we know the proud history they've got there. And you're right, the question is Usain Bolt hiding in there somewhere? Hard to tell, but he may be there.
Well, he's 6'5", and I can't see anybody that looks like Usain Bolt. He must be watching this unless that's him. No, I don't think he's here. Well, Usain Bolt. Well, anyway, they've got some great athletes. Delhi wasn't so great, but they'll be after some medals in Glasgow, that's for sure.
Please welcome Montserrat.
And the flag bearer is Julius Morris, men's 100 metres, 204 by 100 relay.
Montserrat yet to win a medal at the Commonwealth Games. Track and field is their strong point. Most of their athletes will come from there. If you want to know a bit about Montserrat, it's entirely volcanic and mountainous.
Now their only medal was Kim Collins, men's 100 metres at a 2002, flag bearer Antoine Adam.
And there's 11 athletes that have travelled here to Glasgow to compete for St Kitts and Nevis, and they've only won, you say, the 1 medal, and I do believe Kim Collins just set a Masters World Championship record for the 100 metres, so it's an interesting situation.
St Lucia have 32 of their top athletes here in this city. The flag bearer, Laverne Spencer, who's an athlete.
She became St Lucia's first medalist when she won bronze in the women's high jump. That's female medalist. The netball team is in that group, making up about a third of the squad. They haven't been part of the Commonwealth Games for a while.
They have 26 people here. Kineki Alexander is the flag bearer, another athlete, and Got some good athletes here with them.
Yeah, they first appeared in the Commonwealth Games in 1958 and they won a total of 3 medals, 2 gold and 1 bronze. Boxer Frankie Lucas had the honour of winning the nation's first gold medal when he claimed that victory in the middleweight division in 1974 in Christchurch at the Games. And 4 years ago in Delhi, the sprinter Natasha Myers became the first female medalist from St Vincent and Grenadines.
Please welcome Trinidad and Tobago!
And an amazing story here because the flag bearer, Keshawn Walcott, javelin throws, the first black male athlete to win the gold medal in a throwing event in the history of the Olympics. The youngest Olympic gold medalist in the men's javelin. He was just 19.
They enjoyed their most successful games in 1966 in Kingston, Jamaica, finishing with 5 gold and an incredible joint 5th position on the medal table. They then had to wait 32 years between gold medals when Atto Bolden raced to victory in the 100 metres in KL.
Athletes here in the city. Flag bearer Angelo Garland, the athlete.
It appeared in the Commonwealth Games 6 times, and they've never won a medal at the Commonwealth Games, but have competed in every edition since their inception. They're sending athletes here in athletics and weightlifting, and I'm sure this experience and this night here will be something they'll never forget.
That's quite a warm-up, that is. Let's hope they don't pull a muscle.
all the way from Glasgow. She's here to see how tonight we can all help UNICEF put children first.
We all want the very best for our children, regardless of our situation. I know that children love to play, but some don't get that chance just because they're disabled. Children like Ronaldo.
Are you going to take me on a date? Oh my God.
As well as learning difficulties, Ronaldo has a severe visual impairment. He's not allowed past these gates, so this is...
Because the road is right there.
Yeah. All Ronaldo needs is somewhere where he can just express himself and be a child, and he's not getting the chance to do that. But tonight we have the power to change children's lives. Every child should have a safe place to play, no matter what their ability.
Ronaldo, he just has this smile that just lights up the whole world. It was so awesome to see those children having so much fun, but it can't stop here. There are too many children out there like Ronaldo who need the chance to play. So come on, people. Tonight, let's put children first. And one more thing, Glasgow. Please welcome the Americas.
Please welcome Believe.
Formerly known as British Honduras, became members in 91, 81. Katie Seeley is the flag bearer from athletics.
They've appeared at the Commonwealth Games 9 times, but yet to land a medal. So obviously that will be their aim here. They've been around since 1994. Their strong suits are cycling and athletics, and they look pretty relaxed there. The most important thing for an athlete at the opening ceremony is the type of shoes you're given. You want to be comfortable, and they look pretty relaxed and comfortable.
Come on in, Bermuda!
welcoming Bermuda. Flag bearer Michael Franklin, the squash player. They brought 18 athletes to fight for medals here in Glasgow 2014.
And their first appearance in the Commonwealth Games is in 1930, so a total of 16 appearances here at the Commonwealth Games, and total medals won 5. We've got a couple of athletes that are racing tomorrow in the triathlon, Laura Duffy and Tyler Butterfield, so even though they're sporting the shorts, the famous Bermuda shorts here, it's probably got the right temperature out there to be wearing those shorts. They probably didn't think they're going to be wearing those, so I'm sure that Tyler and Laura aren't here. They're tucked up in bed ready to race tomorrow.
Sports of the very first Commonwealth Games, and of 3 more since, please welcome Canada!
And it's a pretty big team the Canadians have here, 265 athletes. And Susan Natras, the shooter, bears the flag proudly. She's happy for the Canadians.
They've got quite a history with the Commonwealth Games, hosting the very first event, then known as the British Empire Games in 1930. They did so well, they finished second on the medal table, but then went one better when the Games returned to Canada again in 1978 in Edmonton. The home country and their fans spurred them to victory in terms of the medal table, finishing on top, which is quite an incredible feat.
And there's Mark Beaumont bringing the Queen's baton into the stadium. We'll be seeing him shortly, I reckon. Canadians, though, they're just enjoying the moment.
Yeah. A well-known Canadian, Alex Despati, won a number of medals between 1998 and 2010 in the sport of diving.
Come on in, the Falkland Islands!
Well, just about as far away from here as you can get, I think, the flag bearer there, Mike Brownlee, badminton player.
23 athletes from the Falkland Islands here appearing at the Glasgow at the Commonwealth Games. This is the 9th time that the Falkland Islands have competed at the Glasgow, at the Commonwealth Games. Falkland Islands never won a medal at the Commonwealth Games, but have competed in every edition since their inception in 1982. Trap shooter Sol Putaluga is set to make his 6th Commonwealth Games appearance in Glasgow, having made his debut in 1994.
And the Guyans come in. Guyana, as you see, it's getting dark now. Jerome Williams, the flag bearer from cycling, most recent gold medal. Sprinter Alian Pompey in the women's 400 in 2002.
The first gold medal came on the track, but then they had to wait 44 years before they could celebrate their next Commonwealth champion, and that was boxer Winfield Braithwaite when he won the men's light welterweight division in 1978. And the most recent gold medal was won by sprinter Alian Pompey in the women's 400 metres in Manchester.
And the last team before we get to Europe. There's the flag bearer Simon Henry, 10-metre air rifle shooter.
10 athletes from St Helena coming here to Glasgow to fight for medals, and their first appearance in 1982 after their Commonwealth Games in Brisbane, Queensland. So now they had to wait 16 years before making his next appearance at the Commonwealth Games. I'm sure Simon Henry, being a shooter, I'm sure he's got his targets locked on, trying to get that first medal for St Helena. He looks pretty pumped up there. He looks a very serious flag carrier if ever I saw one.
Yeah, and lots of concentration in shooting, of course. They control their heart rates, don't they? And they make sure the rifle doesn't move. But sense of anticipation now as these athletes build towards the games.
And it's been my privilege to meet Judith, an inspiring Glaswegian who dedicates her life to helping some of the most vulnerable members of the Commonwealth. And I'm talking about babies who face incredible danger because they're born too early.
We worry about our children from the minute they are born. They mean the world to us. But unfortunately, these babies are born dangerously small and have the toughest start in life. UNICEF gives us guidance. Just now he's having kangaroo mother care. It's research-based and hopefully we'll be able to implement that.
But skin-on-skin treatment, it's just wonderful because it's sometimes really the rare opportunity they have to actually hold their baby. This is a lovely time. It does make a difference, and we actually do see on the babies, monitors increase the oxygen levels, just brilliant.
Tonight, you can help ensure that every child anywhere can get the very best start in life.
You've seen all the stories from all over the Commonwealth. I'm a dad, I'm a granddad, and there's one thing I know for sure, we want the best for our children.
You know, it doesn't really matter where you're watching in the world right now. We all want our children to be safe and to have the best start in life. Now, as an athlete, you train hard and you dedicate yourself to coming first. But as you've heard a few times already, tonight we have the unique opportunity to come together as a Commonwealth family to help put our children first. And we're going to show you how to do that shortly. But before then, we're going to head back to the stadium because there's just one more region to greet.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a fantastic Glasgow welcome to Please welcome Cyprus!
And I tell you, the crowd is going what we call bonkers. Flag bearer Georgios Achilleos, he's a skeet men's shooter, his third time carrying the flag at the Commonwealth Games.
And Cyprus have 57 athletes here in Glasgow, and they've appeared in the Commonwealth Games 9 times after making their debut in 1978. Cyprus won its first gold medal in 1990, and they've won at least one gold in every edition since.
And I say again, it's a fully integrated games. Para sports and able-bodied sports, and the crowd really getting involved this evening as the athletes. Look at that speed. Well, that's a huge cheer.
That's a fantastic response, isn't it, John?
Yeah, our friends from south of the border, 421 athletes, flag bearer Nick Matthews from Sheffield, squash player.
Yeah, and it had a total of 1,836 medals to England in the Commonwealth Games, so they're possibly leading that race. And it's interesting, in 2014, shooter Michael Gort announced he was coming out of retirement to complete in Glasgow with 17 medals, including 9 gold. Gort has won more medals than any other English athlete at the Commonwealth Games.
Now, come on, Muriel. Let's look at the reaction here. This is kind of unbelievable.
It's so
it's good. Look at all these flags.
Look at that. It's absolutely wonderful. You know, there's no animosity in this building tonight. Everyone's here for all the right reasons. They're loving it.
It's as big a cheer, if not bigger, than what the British team got in London. I mean, the atmosphere here, even though we're going separately here, around here, as you say, it's all in one and one for all.
It's absolutely brilliant. This makes you just feel so proud.
It's a big team. No wonder they win so many medals.
Oh, come on now.
I'm betting that they might actually win the first one tomorrow in the women's triathlon.
English will be strong in sevens rugby on the track and field. And you mentioned Gillian Clark, I think. 82-94, she won those 12 medals.
Come on in, Gibraltar!
The cheers get bigger for every team. Flag bearer Chris Walker, the triathlete.
Great to see a triathlete.
Yeah.
Exactly, great to see a triathlete here. I'm a little bit concerned he's not wrapped up in bed at home before the race tomorrow, but great to see him out here and great to represent the sport, along with 26 of his fellow athletes that travelled to Glasgow to try and find Commonwealth Games glory. Gibraltar has never won a medal at the Commonwealth Games, but it has competed in every edition since it's made its debut in 1958.
Athletes dancing around.
Please welcome Getty!
Chris Simpson will carry the flag. There he is, squash player for Guernsey. They have 38 athletes. First time they appeared back in 1970 at the game.
Yeah, so their 12th appearance here at the Commonwealth Games, and total medals won 6. Shooting seems to be something that's well off target for them. 5 medals in shooting and 1 in long bowls. Guernsey has also won all its medals in the Commonwealth Games. And
come on in, I look man!
We can hear the crowd saying, nice to see you. They're still doing it. Flag there, another shooter. This is Tim Neal, a clay shooter, 46 athletes.
And they've been appearing in the Commonwealth Games since 1958, 15 appearances.
Bit of a shout out too for the volunteers who don't mind. Look, they're still dancing, they're still going hard at it after all of this. Aren't they marvellous?
I cannot conceive of what it must be like to be down there on the track this evening. Jersey, flag bearer Stephen Le Couillard, he's another shooter, and they have 40 athletes in the stadium.
15th time Jersey has been represented at the Commonwealth Games here in Glasgow, and they've competed in every edition since they made their first appearance in 1958 in Cardiff in Wales. Jersey's first Commonwealth Games medal was won by boxer Albert Jamel in the welterweight division, the 1962 Games in Perth, Western Australia.
Come on in, Malta!
Another great roar goes up as Kevin Moore carries the flag proudly for his territory. Malta athletes, 29 of them here to compete for medals.
12th appearance at the Commonwealth Games for Malta. For the medals, they've won 4 medals at the Commonwealth Games. Trap shooter William Chektuti is the only athlete from Malta to win multiple medals in the Commonwealth Games. He claimed the bronze medal in the men's double trap in Manchester in 2002, and 4 years later, another bronze in the same event.
Susan Boyle sing about the Mull of Kintyre on a clear day. You can see Northern Ireland for the Mull of Kintyre. There's the flag bearer, Martin Irvin.
116 strong, the Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games team. The 19th appearance here when they arrived in Glasgow. Northern Ireland has sent athletes to every Commonwealth Games except 1950 in Auckland in New Zealand. Shooter David Calvert has won more medals and more gold medals than any other Northern Ireland athlete in history.
Yeah, it's a beautiful part of the world, and so much actually between our country and Northern Ireland. And if you ever want to see somewhere like Scotland, that's the place to go. So much common history. Kings of Northern Ireland have come and been kings of us, and my ancestors came from there too. Well, I'm playing against the Welsh, and that's sore too. Flag bearer Frankie Jones, rhythmic gymnast. 229 athletes competing for medals.
The 20th appearance for Wales at the Commonwealth Games. The total medals won 233. Wales was the first Commonwealth Games gold medal at the 1938 Games in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Wales has had the most successful games in 1990 in Auckland in New Zealand, so they clearly love the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, and the Welsh for no parking is dim parkio, which you see everywhere in Wales. Stunning country, great to have you with us. Listen to the noise. Well, the noise is because the crowd can see the next flag that's going to come into this stadium, and I think if there was a roof on this, it would be blown off.
Oh, I think so, John. I think everyone's getting ready for this one.
Not to be pointed out, but the stunning job by all these Scottish Terriers that seem to have controlled their toilet issues the whole way around here, the whole night. So,
yeah,
not the only Scottish performing in this Commonwealth.
They're specially trained. They're specially trained. There's a special school for these terriers.
Oh, I'm not surprised. You got special schools for a lot of things.
Okay, as all the athletes, 70 teams, barring just the one team, that's our country, Scotland. And as Muriel said, I think we have to pay tribute to all the volunteers who've made these games such a success.
I think they're amazing, John. I mean, they've been dancing and moving their hearts out for the entire ceremony. They looked precious when they started. They're having a ball.
That's a beautiful view. That is a beautiful view. There won't be a more beautiful view in Scotland tonight as the floodlights pierce the sky.
And we're just taking this temperature for granted as well, John. We're sitting here as if we were in Milan.
Nobody could have planned this. And thank you to you all for watching this wherever you are. We're glad you're with us. And the moment we as Scots have been waiting for, I think, is about to happen. We're proud to do this, to have 70 other nations, territories and regions of the Commonwealth with us. I think we're about to show you what kind of party we can throw.
I actually feel like a Scot.
Come on in. You're an honorary one.
Yeah, come home with us.
Truth be known, that's where my ancestors from. My grandfather was born here in Glasgow itself, so I can proudly say I'm sitting here as one.
Okay, you're in, mate. You're in.
Oh, that's one of my neighbours. That was one of my neighbours. Kathy Voss. So these are all people who've volunteered, they've trained, they've taken holidays to do this, just to make sure that people from around the world, look at that. That's our city. And there's a lot to come. Don't go away because these people want you to enjoy it.
Well, we're getting ready.
Parkhead may have heard some cheers before, but I don't think it's ever heard anything like this. There's Ewan Burton, the flag bearer, the judo player. I don't know how they call it playing in judo, but there's the team. And Muriel Gray, that's the strip that you and I like.
That is exactly what we like. And I know we're here talking about sport. There's a bit of a mention needing here for the design of the uniforms that the team are wearing by ex-Glasgow School of Art graduate Gilly Blackwood. There's a lot of controversy about them when they were revealed, but let's say she's got it right in the night. That's theatre. It's absolutely perfect. Also worth mentioning that the medals that all these athletes are going to be winning were also designed by Glasgow School of Art, by Dalton Matthew Boyd, and hand-finished by Glasgow School of Art students. We're really proud.
I mean, they are looking fantastic, and they're standing out. I mean, look at them, they're just standing out. The blue shirts and the tartan. I mean, this is Scotland for me.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a colour chosen for this season. It's a colour to be picked out by the spotlight. And the para sportsmen and women and the able-bodied sportsmen and women coming together in this unique game. And some of our hopefuls there, well, this will be the biggest moment of their lives.
I think you look absolutely fantastic.
307 Scottish athletes, 20th games, so we've appeared in all the games. We won 356, they're going for a record of 34 for these games. This is the third time Scotland has hosted the Commonwealth Games, back in 1970, 1986 and now 2014. And they look fantastic.
It's not often, you know, as an athlete that you get to experience not only coming to a massive games experience like we have here in Glasgow, but not only that, but actually competing in your home country. And they're just lucky to have it in your cycle, and these athletes don't realise, and maybe they do, but maybe they don't realise how lucky they are.
You're absolutely right, once in a lifetime opportunity for many of these athletes.
If you look back at history, diver Peter Healy won gold medals at 3 successive Commonwealth Games in the 1950s. He went on to serve as chairman of the Commonwealth Games Federation between 82 and 90. And Alan Wells, the only Scottish athlete to win 4 Commonwealth gold medals. And the place, Muriel Gray, to coin a phrase, is jumping.
It certainly is. And our team are spreading out a little there, it's making us look bigger. Maybe that's your remark about the English. Oh, here come the volunteers. Aren't they brilliant?
So it seems like it's true, it really is one team. The volunteers joining on the back of the Scottish team and giving their own support for everyone here.
That's Charlie Joyner, the cyclist who broke her back and made a comeback. She's here after recovering from breaking bones in her back.
See, everyone looks good in the kill. Everyone.
Yeah.
The perfect garment. Especially on a night like this. Get a bit of breeze up there.
I do have to ask, I mean, it would be rude for me not to ask, but, I mean...
You should ask what's worn under a kill. Just ask the question, what's worn under a kill?
What's worn under the kill?
Nothing, everything's in good working order.
Well played, sir, well played.
Well, let's be honest, I think the opening ceremony's building to a crescendo. It's getting better as we go through it. And it is a moment, you know, you can imagine, can't you, Mira? Well, you know, you and I we've never done this. But you can imagine being an athlete like Chris was, just that one moment of maybe a home country and never getting this again. It must be so special to do this.
I can't even begin to imagine what that's like, and also with the anticipation of what's to come over the next few days. The thrills are absolutely huge. Look at them, they're loving it. There's nobody down there who isn't actually laughing. Absolutely natural high.
Yeah, from us to everyone in the world, welcome to our country. It's the start of 2 weeks of fun and games. Wherever you come here, you'll be welcome. Glasgow had a reputation as being a no-mean city, but it's now very, very integrated, positive place. And the athletes now are joined in the middle of the stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the most talented athletes of the 71 nations and territories of the Commonwealth. They've trained so hard and for so long to compete here in Glasgow over the next 10 days. So let's hear it for the athletes of the 20th Commonwealth Games. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage one of the most iconic voices in rock music, the incomparable Rod Stewart.
fields and filled the room. I was young and I was keen, with the devil in my stream, as I hollered out an old blues tune. We can't sign your son, cause you don't fit in the mold. It's your hair and your nose and your clothes. I said thank you, gentlemen, for the opportunity. Now move on down the road. And I remember thinking, they can't stop me now. The world is waiting. It's my turn to stand out in the crowd. They can't stop me now. The tide is turning. I'm gonna make you proud. So proud, so proud. Oh yeah. It was rough and it was tough, but I couldn't get enough of this rhythm and blues I craved. I was singing in the pubs, singing in the clubs, then along came Maggie. All the things they said to me and all the things I heard had a point to prove. I will climb this mountain with this God-given gift if it's the last thing that I do. And I remember thinking, ha! They can't stop me now. The world is waiting. It's my turn to stand out in the crowd. They can't stop me now. The tide is turning. I'm gonna make you proud. So proud, so proud. Woo! Oh yeah. They can't stop me now. The tide is turning. I'm gonna make you proud. Listen. Born to ramble, bound to sing in a new world of rock and roll. One man in particular filled my heart with pride, and he fired up my soul. Oh yeah. Thanks for the faith, thanks for the patience, thanks for the helping hand. Thanks for the love, thanks for the guidance, thanks for the Tartan pride. Stand out in the crowd. They can't stop me now. The tide is turning. I'm gonna make you proud. Go on now. They can't stop me now. The world is waiting. It's my turn to stand out in the crowd. They can't stop me now. The tide is turning. I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna make you proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our amazing Glaswegian adventurers and UNICEF supporters, Sir Chris Hoy and James McAvoy.
Hello everyone! On behalf of every athlete here tonight, thank you for such a warm welcome. What an atmosphere. Glasgow, you're amazing.
You're not kidding. Glasgow, I've never been prouder to be one of your sons. You've been amazing. Now, although from tomorrow all of these inspiring guys around us will be competing against each other, tonight, as athletes, they want us all to unite behind a single cause, to help raise money for vulnerable children across the Commonwealth, simply to put children first. Because today, 18,000 children will die from preventable diseases. 18,000 lives lost. Millions more will not have the chance to go to school, and that's wrong. So tonight, we can help change that. Tonight, every single one of us has the chance to save a child's life. All we need to do is each give a small donation. to help buy a vaccination, to help buy mosquito nets, to help children have a fair chance in life. This has never been done before. This many people in a single moment all coming together to make a life-saving difference to millions of children. So, wherever you are in the world right now, here is your chance to do it, and this is how you do it. Just follow the instructions that are up on the scene to donate by text or online. Now, are they up on screen yet, everybody? In Glasgow, you're the most generous city I've ever been in. Lead the way, get your phones out. I've got mine.
To donate £5,
Here we go.
text FIRST to 70333. Texts cost £5.
Right, that's mine sent.
Mine too.
Now, I've seen myself just how far a little can go. So wherever you are in the world right now, please join in this moment and let's make history together. Every penny you can donate will go to UNICEF's Children of the Commonwealth Fund.
Now, in the films that you've seen tonight, you've met many extraordinary children, and I think we should let one of them have the last word. Listen to what Jenica, the young girl from Jamaica, has to say. Be inspired. Pick up your phone or go online. Put children first. Thank you.
Children, they are the tomorrow. And without children, we have no one. We wouldn't have any doctors, lawyers, nurses, or teachers. So, don't destroy the children's ability to become whatever they want. Tonight, we can all put children first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Eric Whittaker and over 2,000 young friends who've sent us their voices from 80 countries to form a virtual youth choir for this special occasion, with thanks also to the National Youth Choir of Scotland.
Hello, Glasgow, from the International Space Station. I'm Station Commander Steve Swanson of NASA, with my crewmates Reed Wiseman of NASA and Alexander Gertz of the European Space Agency.
We are thrilled to be part of such a special evening when people all over our beautiful planet are showing us what humans can do when they come together.
From up here, 260 miles above the surface of the Earth, we just see one single planet, a place we all share. It's our home in the universe.
We wish you a great Commonwealth Games and the best in competition. Have a great night, Glasgow.
Please welcome Nicola Benedetti. Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremonial flag of the Commonwealth Games Federation. Tonight are representing Asia from Malaysia, 7 times Women's Squash World Champion and Commonwealth Games medalist Nicole David. Representing Oceania from Australia, multiple Olympic champion, world record holder, world champion and 4 times Commonwealth Games gold medalist Ian Thorpe. Representing the Americas, from Canada, world champion and multiple Paralympic and Commonwealth Games gold medalist Chantal Petitclerc. Representing Africa, from Kenya, double Olympic champion, world record holder and Commonwealth Games gold medalist Kip Keino. Representing the Caribbean, from Jamaica, 2-time Olympic gold medalist and multiple world champion sprinter, the Pocket Rocket, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. And representing Europe, from Scotland, judo world champion and Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Graham Randall.
Well, the entrance of the flag there accompanied by the utterly magnificent Nicola Benedetti.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining Nicola tonight, the boys and girls of the Big Noise Orchestra.
Yes, the magnificent Nicola Benedetti, their Glasgow-born internationally celebrated violinist who's playing an original 1717 Stradivarius on loan for tonight. And she's joined by the Big Noise Orchestra, which is Sistema Scotland, who established this wonderful project with the aim of transforming children's lives through music, which it certainly has done. And Nicola is the orchestra's official big sister. She's playing the Bonnie Bonnie Banks of Loch Lomond, a song that can make the strongest of Scots weep like a baby, all the more so when it's played as beautifully as this.
The bar on it is to signify raising the bar of sport for humanity. You'll notice the 3 converging points that support it. They are for humanity, equality, and destiny.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Billy Connolly.
Hello, everybody. So there was a man, Nelson Mandela. And do you know, this is the first time we've been together as a Commonwealth family since he died. So I've got to tell you a story about him and Glasgow. Back in 1981, when he was still in prison, Glasgow decided to award Nelson the freedom of the city. Now, this was the first city in the world to stand up and make such a public show of support for him. And it was a big deal. And then a few years later, Glasgow did it again. Because there's a street here which used to be called St George's Place. But in 1986, the city renamed it Nelson Mandela Place. Now, that doesn't sound much to rename a street. But this name change really mattered, because the South African Consulate General was based in that very street. So now its address had to include the name of the country's most famous political prisoner. I love that. And then at last, in 1993, Mandela walked free. And he came here on a rainy day to talk to a huge crowd in George Square. And at last he was able to personally accept the freedom of the city that he'd been awarded 12 years earlier. And he reminded us of what we'd done.
A city 6,000 miles away and as renowned as Glasgow refused to accept the legitimacy of the apartheid system and declared us to be free.
That day makes me feel very proud. Now imagine what Nelson Mandela would think of all of us here tonight, all colours, side by side. Everyone saying the same thing in so many different languages. Equality is for all of us. Freedom is for all of us. So here's a song which started as a tune Commonwealth soldiers heard going into battle in World War I. It was taken by one of our Scottish poets and turned into a song about the end of war and the start of freedom. Hamish Henderson wrote these words in Scots, but the message is for everyone. Freedom come all ye. So now, from South Africa, please give a warm welcome to Pimeza.
There's men
from Libby Clegg, world medalist athlete with disability, accompanied by her guide, Michael Huggins. Donald McIntosh, coach and manager of our record-breaking shooters from 2010. And Victor Keelan, wrestling technical official. 3 people representing all the coaches, athletes and officials at these games. They will take an oath on their behalf.
We will take part in these Commonwealth Games in the spirit of true sportsmanship.
We will respect and honour the rules of our sports, as we respect each other.
And we will show the world that the values of our Commonwealth are ideals in which we believe.
Our shared humanity, the respect we give each other.
Our shared equality, the level playing field on which we compete.
And our shared destiny to win, or to remember how we tried our best to win and left our mark here. This is our oath.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the Commonwealth Games Federation, His Royal Highness Prince Imran, the leader of Glasgow City Council, Gordon Matheson, and to lead us in paying respect to those who lost their lives on Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 last week, the First Minister of Scotland.
In a few minutes' time, we'll hear the words of Prince Imran as he introduces Her Majesty the Queen as head of the Commonwealth to open our Games. Prince Imran is not only President of the Games Federation, he is a Prince of Malaysia, a nation which has been touched by great tragedy in recent weeks. In last week's disaster, 43 Malaysians died. Almost 1/3 of the 298 victims were citizens of the Commonwealth. 193 came from our European neighbours in the Netherlands, who observed their own time of mourning today. Please rise now, please stand, as we observe a moment's silence to express our support and, above all, our solidarity with the loved ones of all those of every nationality who lost their lives. Thank you for that demonstration of respect, ladies and gentlemen. It is Scotland's honour to present the stage and the setting for the 11 days of celebration of sport and culture which are our Commonwealth Games. And this night, through the support for UNICEF, this city and this country has demonstrated its beating heart, because the Commonwealth Games belong to us all. So from the people of Scotland, let's affirm the most important message of all. Welcome to the Commonwealth of Nations. Fáilseaga Alapa, welcome to Scotland.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses, most distinguished guests,
fellow citizens of the Commonwealth, on behalf of the people of this beautiful city, welcome to Glasgow. As your host, we've been looking forward to this moment. While you've been training and qualifying, or saving and making travel plans, the people of Glasgow have been getting ready to welcome you. Everything is in place so that you can perform at your best and have the time of your life in this beautiful and friendly city. The people of Glasgow are deeply grateful to the Commonwealth family, the Glasgow 2014 Organising Committee, and all our partners and friends who have worked with us. And we are especially delighted and honoured that Her Majesty the Queen and His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh are present. And so we are gathered here in this stadium and in front of television screens across the city and throughout the world. Our time has come. Let Glasgow flourish. And as for the games, bring it on!
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished guests, athletes and officials, people of Scotland, and citizens of the Commonwealth. In just a few moments, the 20th Commonwealth Games will begin. This is the culmination of a long journey which has seen so many people dedicate their hearts, passion, and energy to win and then deliver a Games that the Commonwealth will be proud of. I know very well the challenges that must be overcome to arrive at this moment. So my sincere thanks and respect to the entire team for bringing these games to fruition. The Glasgow 2014 Organising Committee, Glasgow City Council, Commonwealth Games of Scotland, the Scottish Government, and of course, you, the wonderful people of Scotland. Here we are, united once again as a Commonwealth family. Of you, proud athletes, I ask that you strive to be role models for the youth of the Commonwealth by competing with honour. Humanity, equality, and destiny. Wherever you are watching in this world right now, these are the values we share. These are values symbolized by our great tradition of the Queen's Baton Relay. The Queen's Baton has been on a spectacular journey through every nation, territory, island, and region of the Commonwealth. Just one baton, carrying one message, but touched by thousands and witnessed by millions. The baton symbolizes the call to our unique family of nations to join together at these games. I now have the honor to invite Her Majesty the Queen to receive the baton, read her message to the Commonwealth, and then formally declare open the 20th Commonwealth Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julie Fowlis. And now, bringing the baton home tonight, someone you met earlier this evening, a special UNICEF friend and a young lady who spoke so movingly on behalf of children everywhere. She's travelled from Jamaica to be with us tonight. Please welcome Jenica Sterling. Carrying the baton now, inspiring volunteers drawn from across Scotland who give their time to help develop our youth through sport.
Singer Julie Fowlis is performing the haunting Gaelic song Smeara. It's a Gaelic song describing Scotland as the land of heroes and poets. Now, Julie comes from the beautiful islands of North Uist and the Outer Hebrides, where Gaelic is still very much first language, and she's been one of our most treasured standard bearers for Gaelic music and culture over her glittering career, which included her singing the lead role in the animated Hollywood blockbuster film Brave.
And some of these faces well known in Scotland for the work they do, among them Janice Eaglesham, who's helped disability sport for as long as I can remember. And many great people. I saw just there going by Shirley Webb, who was a Scottish Commonwealth athlete. So there's one of the golden voices of our country. Among some of the other athletes there, Lee McConnell, Commonwealth Games medalist, Mark Lee, captain of the Scottish Rugby Sevens team.
Please welcome simply the most successful British Olympian of all time, Sir Chris Hoy. And to present the Queen's baton to Chris, please welcome his great uncle Andy Coogan, nominated by Chris as one of his greatest sporting inspirations.
That's a great moment. Sir Chris acknowledging the man who helped him along the way to record numbers of gold medals at the Olympics and here at the Commonwealth.
And I have to say, John, that baton's travelled round the world and thrilled everybody who's seen it in person. And now it's finally arrived in Glasgow, so a lot of people will be utterly thrilled by that.
Started his journey on the 14th of June. Designed here in Glasgow by Willie Mitchell. Weighs less than 2 kilograms. That man could lift 200 kilograms. Chris Hoy, the Olympian, just lending a hand and a moment of comedy genius here at Glasgow 2014 as two men try to get the Queen's message out of the baton, and the Queen looks on. Here we go! I told you the opening ceremony would be a success after all. It looks as though the next phase could be just as complicated.
At Buckingham Palace last October, I placed this message in the special crafted baton and passed it to the first of many thousands of baton bearers. Over the past 288 days, the baton has visited all the nations and territories of the Commonwealth, crossing every continent in a journey of more than 100,000 miles. The baton relay represents a calling together of people from every part of the Commonwealth and serves as a reminder of our shared ideals and ambitions as a diverse, resourceful, and cohesive family. And now that baton has arrived here in Glasgow, a city renowned for its dynamic cultural and sporting achievements, and for the warmth of its people, for this opening ceremony of the Friendly Games. To you, the Commonwealth athletes, I send my good wishes for success in your endeavours. Your accomplishments over the coming days will encourage us all to strengthen the bonds that unite us. You remind us that young people, those under 25 years of age, make up half of our Commonwealth citizens, and it is to you that we entrust our values and our future. I offer my sincere thanks to the many organizations and volunteers who have worked diligently to bring these games to fruition. And indeed, to the spectators here in the stadium and to the millions watching on television. Together, you all play a part in strengthening our friendships in this modern and vibrant association of nations. It now gives me the greatest pleasure to declare the 20th Commonwealth Games open.
Well, what a spectacular opening that was. And here come all the cast members and all the volunteers that have taken part in tonight's ceremony. Everybody is joining in with the athletes for this final section.
Yeah, the music in the background is from Primal Stream, all boys from Glasgow. Andy Innes on guitar, and a fine sound they make too. And let's just remember all the volunteers, everyone who's come together to make tonight special.
And if those around the world are slightly confused about the statue at the corner of its head, it's the famous Duke of Wellington statue in Glasgow, where it's a tradition for people to climb up on top and put a traffic cone on his head. I've done it myself.
Well, I'm surprised at you, Muriel. I thought you were maybe a well-behaved girl. But we've helped UNICEF tonight. We've helped Ewan McGregor's been part of it. We've had Amy MacDonald and Rod Stewart.
And these amazing fireworks that we're seeing are happening right across Glasgow as well, not just here, but along the Clyde, Pacific Quay, Glasgow Green.
Over this city of ours, there have been 1,400 volunteer cast performers tonight, the youngest 8, the oldest 85.
I mean, it's fair to say that nobody in Glasgow is missing out tonight. You'll see that from a very long way away.
And that's the River Clyde, once the hotbed of shipbuilding in the world, now setting off a second ago. All these fireworks is, well, it's a celebration, isn't it, Muriel?
It's a huge celebration, and it's very hard to think of any kind of highlight from such an unbelievable night. And for the people in Glasgow, it's fair to say that the world watching and waiting to see some tremendous sport has been given the best possible Scottish welcome.
Glasgow's a changing city, and with 71 countries competing in sport and friendship, we're delighted that you are part of our world. And as we said earlier on, I think tonight we proved we can throw a party. And if ever you want to come here, you can come to Muriel's house.
Oh, you're completely
She'll
welcome.
put you up.
No problem at all. See me for details.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the opening ceremony of the Glasgow 2014 Commonwealth Games. Now it's time to get ready for 10 days of great competition. Now it's all about the sport. Wherever you are here in the city and across the Commonwealth, thank you and good night from Glasgow.